In the heart of the North Dakota, under a blanket of snow, the Williams family nestled in their home, eagerly awaiting the joy of Christmas morning. This was no ordinary family. They were a tight-knit bunch, brimming with love and laughter. Mr. and Mrs. Williams, their 5-year-old daughter Lily and their 3-year-old son Noah, each added their own unique strand to the fabric of their family. Effervescent with Christmas spirit, they had painted their home in the hues of the holiday season. A Christmas tree, resplendent in its finery, stood proudly in the living room, its base adorned with carefully wrapped gifts. The anticipation of the children's delight on Christmas morning was as palpable as the cold winter air outside. Christmas Eve had a certain magic to it, a sense of warmth and excitement that wrapped the family in an invisible embrace. Noah, with his cherubic face lit up in anticipation, couldn't wait to wake up to his presence. Lily, the more patient of the two, was equally excited but had a sense of calm that only comes with the wisdom of an additional 2 years. The parents, Mr. and Mrs. Williams, shared a knowing look, their hearts filled with joy at the prospect of their children's happiness. They tucked their little ones into bed, whispering tales of Santa Claus and his reindeer. As the kids drifted off to sleep, dreams of unwrapping gifts danced in their heads. The house, now quiet, was a picture of serenity. The snow outside fell gently, covering the world in a pristine white blanket. The Christmas tree lights twinkled in the dimly lit room, casting long, dancing shadows. It was a scene straight out of a picture book, a perfect Christmas Eve. Yet, as the clock ticked towards midnight, an eerie silence descended over the house. The cheerful holiday spirit seemed to recede, replaced by an unsettling calm. The joyous anticipation of the morning ahead was tainted by a chilling undertone, as if the house itself was holding its breath. As the family settled in for the night, an eerie silence descended over the house, foreshadowing the chilling events that were about to unfold. As the sun rose on Christmas Day, the children, Lily and Noah, bounded down the stairs, their faces alight with excitement. Their joyous anticipation, however, was quickly replaced with shock and disbelief. The sight that greeted them was far from the picture-perfect Christmas morning they had envisioned. The living room was in a state of disarray, the remnants of their carefully wrapped presents littered all over, like a battlefield after an unexpected skirmish. The Christmas tree, once a beacon of holiday cheer, was now toppled over, its ornaments shattered, the twinkling lights dimmed. The room, which just hours before had been filled with laughter and the scent of pine, was now a tableau of chaos and confusion. The silence was shattered by Lily's piercing scream, a shrill sound that echoed through the house, instantly bringing their parents rushing to the scene. As Mr. and Mrs. Williams entered the room, their hearts sank at the sight of their ransacked Christmas. The shock quickly turned into panic, their minds racing to comprehend the situation. The joy of the morning was snuffed out, replaced by an eerie sense of dread. Mrs. Williams, her eyes wide with fear, gathered the children close, her protective instincts kicking in. All the while, Mr. Williams, his face hardened with resolve, grabbed the nearest weapon he could find, a trusty baseball bat. The father's protective instinct echoed in the silence, a silent promise to his family that he would guard them, no matter what. The disarray suggested a sinister presence had invaded their home, turning their Christmas into a chilling scene straight out of a horror movie. As Mr. Williams began to investigate, each room felt like a step into the unknown. The usual warmth of the home now felt cold and unfamiliar, each creak of the floorboards amplifying the tension. A sense of dread filled the room as Mr. Williams, armed with a baseball bat, began to investigate. The festive cheer was replaced with a chilling air of uncertainty, turning their Christmas morning into an unexpected horror story. As Mr. Williams cautiously approached the basement door, the usual warmth of their home was replaced by a bone-chilling fear. The door, usually locked tight, now stood slightly ajar, an ominous invitation into the unknown. He gripped the baseball bat tighter, his knuckles turning white under the strain. Stepping into the dimly lit basement, every creak of the wooden steps beneath his feet echoed ominously. His heart pounded in his chest like a drum, matching the rhythm of the unknown that awaited him. He knew every inch of this basement, but in this moment, it felt like a foreign land, shrouded in darkness and uncertainty. The silence was deafening until it was shattered by a sudden rush of movement. From the shadows, 2 figures lunged at him, their intentions clear. They were intruders, their faces hidden, their motives unknown. The basement transformed into a battlefield, the air filled with grunts and the thud of fists meeting flesh. Mr. Williams, fueled by adrenaline and the instinct to protect his family, fought back. The baseball bat in his hands turned into a weapon, fending off the intruders. The struggle was intense but brief. The intruders, realizing they were no match for a determined father, made a hasty retreat. They scrambled up the stairs, leaving a trail of chaos in their wake. With a courage that surprised even him, Mr. Williams gave chase. He followed them through the living room, past the toppled Christmas tree and scattered presents. They dashed through the kitchen, escaping through a broken window, their desperate exit cutting through the still winter air. But by the time Mr. Williams reached the backyard, they were already scaling the fence, disappearing into the snowy night. With the intruders gone, the family was left in shock. Their Christmas morning turned into a nightmare. Their home, once filled with joy and laughter, now bore the signs of a struggle. The remnants of their Christmas celebration lay scattered and torn, a grim reminder of the intrusion. The silence that followed was not one of peace, but of a family grappling with the reality of their violated sanctuary. In the wake of the intrusion, the Williams family huddled together, their festive joy replaced with fear. The twinkling lights now cast eerie shadows, and the toppled Christmas tree lay as a stark reminder of the night's terrifying events. The echoes of the children's laughter were replaced with silence, punctuated by the occasional whimper from little Noah. Soon, the wailing sirens cut through the frosty air as the police arrived. Mr. Williams, still clutching his baseball bat, led them through the house. He recounted the chilling tale, his voice wavering as he relived the encounter with the intruders. Mrs. Williams held their children close, their small faces etched with confusion and fear. The officers listened intently, their faces hardened by years of service, yet touched by the family's plight. They promised to do everything in their power to catch the culprits and bring them to justice. With the departure of the police, the Williams family was left to pick up the pieces of their shattered Christmas morning. They began the arduous task of cleaning up the living room, the children helping in their small ways. Amidst the scattered wrapping paper and torn ribbons, they found remnants of their Christmas gifts, a few unscathed by the night's ordeal. With each found gift, a small glimmer of joy sparked in their eyes, a testament to their resilience. As the day wore on, the family attempted to salvage their Christmas. They straightened the Christmas tree and hung back the ornaments. Mrs. Williams baked fresh cookies, filling the house with a comforting aroma. Mr. Williams, with a brave smile, started a snowball fight in the backyard, the children's giggles slowly returning. They huddled together, sipping hot cocoa, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of the fireplace. Despite the terrifying ordeal, the Williams family found strength in each other, vowing to not let the incident steal their Christmas spirit. Their laughter echoed through the house once more, a defiant declaration of their unbroken spirit. It was a Christmas they wouldn't forget, a testament to their love and resilience in the face of adversity. As the day wore on, the Williams family did their best to reclaim the joy of Christmas, their love for each other shining through the fear. Despite the morning's frightful events, the family rallied together in a remarkable display of resilience. Their home, once a scene of chaos and disorder, slowly regained its festive cheer as they worked together to clean up the remnants of the intrusion. Picture a scene of unity and strength as Mr. Williams, with a shaky yet determined hand, righted the toppled Christmas tree. Mrs. Williams, her eyes still wide with shock yet filled with a motherly resolve, carefully gathered the torn wrappings and scattered gifts. Little Lily and Noah, though initially frightened, joined in, their small hands picking up the pieces of their disrupted Christmas, their innocence undeterred by the morning's events. The living room, once a scene of horror, was gradually transformed back into a space of warmth and festivity. The Christmas tree, once toppled and disheveled, now stood tall and proud once again, its lights twinkling defiantly against the lingering shadow of fear. The scattered gifts were repackaged, their contents still a mystery and a source of anticipation for Lily and Noah. Around the dinner table, the family shared a simple meal, their laughter echoing in the once silent house. Their conversation was light, filled with stories of past Christmases and plans for future ones. The air was filled not with the scent of fear, but with the aroma of Mrs. Williams' famous Christmas pie and the comforting scent of pine from their resilient tree. In the face of adversity, the Williams family held on to each other, their bond strengthening with every passing moment. The children's laughter filled the house once more, their joyous shrieks drowning out the memory of their early morning screams. Their parents watched on, their hearts filled with a love that outshone any fear. Their Christmas may have been marred by an unexpected horror, but the Williams family proved that love and unity could conquer fear. In the heart of North Dakota, under the glow of their defiant Christmas tree, they created a Christmas memory that, while tinged with fear, was ultimately a testament to their resilience and love for each other. And so, in the heart of North Dakota, a family discovered the true strength of their bond. In the face of an unexpected fright, the Williams clan held steadfast, proving that the spirit of Christmas is unshakable. Their holiday, which began with anticipation and joy, was momentarily clouded by the uninvited guests. But instead of allowing the incident to steal their Christmas cheer, they rallied together, cleaning up the mess and rekindling the festive spark. This tale of a Christmas turned spooky serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the warmth of family and the spirit of the holiday season can triumph. We hope you enjoyed this chilling yet heartwarming story. If it gave you goosebumps or left you with a smile, do show your appreciation by liking, sharing, and leaving a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more captivating tales. Thank you for joining us on this chilling Christmas tale. Remember, there are more intriguing stories waiting for you, so stay tuned and keep the lights on.